Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. First up we have The Machine. And he'll be facing Shawn Porter, weighed in at 71 kilos. He's 170 centimeters tall and has a reach of 177.
Oh my goodness, look at the reach difference there. That reach is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if that jab is used and that right hand is followed, there is going to be a problem tonight.
First up we have The Machine from the United States of America.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the pink trunks trimmed with pink, The Machine. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Northeast Ohio, here is a welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Shawn Porter.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You couldn't even squeeze through to your seat.
This is new notification. Microphone unmuted.
We're ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. The jab doesn't quite connect. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Looking to land the hook. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Why weren't they covering up? No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter shot lands. Misses with the straight right. And we may see a stoppage here. Disaster of... He takes a knee, buys time, collects himself.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Very close. You know that bell was sweet. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You'd like to see more jabs. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he scores with the counter. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punchers, my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're at such a reach disadvantage, you've got to find a way to work on the inside.
I've done that before. Use your reach, use your speed. Frustrate the opponent. Make them make a mistake.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, on to the fourth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Just missing with the right uppercut. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Perfect counter shot. Sean Porter just got rocked. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, Time for the 5th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Caution is being thrown to the wind. This is a high-octane battle. And he scores with the counter. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have... Here we go in the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until you're sentenced to comeback.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was... Here we go. It's round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter punch caught him clean. Very competitive. Hold it right there. The corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense is everything because they got shot one.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And we may see an early stoppage here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. That could never happen.
Nope, that hook won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for... There's the bell to start round 8. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Missing with the hook. He threw the hook, didn't land. Counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big. And we enter the night. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Can't land that jab. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, he is. And there's the bell to start round 10. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
No rest for the weary. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Jab misses. There's a counter shot. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. That was the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle.
Oh my God, Johnny. We're always looking for that KO. And down goes Machine. And that body shot folded him like an old... So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
This and Machine goes down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their... There's the bell for round 12. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? And twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter. The jab not finding its target. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh my, that's a game changer. The machine drops to the canvas. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
You've got to see that again.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot!
New notification. Microphone unmuted.